Welcome back. Thanks again for tuning in for another quick restoration video on a quick fix, an air filter fix for my 79 CBX Super Sport. So in one of the earlier videos, I did remove the airbox and pulled out the old air filter, and it was pretty nasty. So I'm just going to recap that quickly. Remove your seat. You got two bolts on top of your air filter housing or cover box. You want to remove those two with your socket set, and then the top of the air box is going to come out like so. So I'm going to go handheld right now and show you that, and then we're going to discuss your options for a new air filter for your CBX. Okie dokie, so like I said, here's your air box. These are the two bolts you want to remove. Those will come straight out. There is a washer on those. You don't want to lose that. Keep those safe. So remove both of those by unthreading them. Put them somewhere safe, out of the way so they don't get lost. And then you can simply lift up and out with your airbox. And that's what the airbox looks like. Could use some back to black and a good Armor All and cleanup. And then you're left with the area where your air filter goes, air down here. Okay, so here's my stock air filter, which I was lucky enough to have included with the bike. Mine is very nasty. The foam, as you can see, is just disintegrating in my fingers, so we need to get that off. The stock air filter does come with an O-ring, which is, you're going to need to either, if you don't have this on your bike and you're going to go with a paper throwaway filter, you're going to have to make one of these. Otherwise, if you are going to reuse your old filter like I plan to, and I'm going to need new filter foam. So with that in mind, this is new filter foam, which is Uni Foam NU4043. So if you can find those on eBay, go ahead. I think I paid about 20 bucks for this piece of foam, $17, something like that. Not cheap for a piece of foam, but it is the right foam, and hopefully is the right diameter to get over this. This makes it obviously reusable. You just need a cleaning kit and an oil kit. You can get the Uni kit, you could get a K&N kit, or you can just get a generic one. They're all pretty much the same stuff. It's just a foam cleaner and then a new oil. It's very, very sticky, tacky oil to coat this with to capture the dirty air particles on the filter. So you've got your choice with that. Or if you don't have one of these on your bikes, then your only option is to buy a throwaway filter, which looks like so. So these are the canister filters, obviously, and these are great quality. They're a stock air filter. This says AF10 air filter element Honda CBX 8182. I was told that the 79 is exactly the same. I hope it is. It certainly looks the same diameter, although this is a slight oval shape rather than a circle. So I'll see if this fits, but fortunately I've got the old one. So, however, like I said, if you are using these paper canisters, you are going to need one of these, which is the O-ring. Pressure O-ring goes against the side of the engine. This looks like it is stuck on with some sort of tape. Alright, so I'm just going to start getting rid of this nasty foam, and it literally is just, man, that is just disintegrating in my hands. So that's 43-year-old air filter foam. It's actually coming off quite nicely. Maybe wear a mask if you're doing this. You don't want to be breathing this stuff in. All right, so I'm going to use a stiff brush and a vacuum cleaner on this to get it really clean. Now you can use your spray cleaner on the mesh here and get that nice and clean and let it dry thoroughly. And I've got a little bit of rust. Well, not rust, I don't know what that is, that's just goo. I'm going to get that goo off with some goof off or something. Clean that up. And then I should be good to install the new foam. Okay, so I've given my filter a thorough cleaning and a polish up. Make sure it's completely clean. You don't want any bits on the inside because that's just going to get sucked into your engine and that's not going to be a good day for you. So really take your time and clean up the inside of your original OEM CBX filter. Interestingly, underneath the goop it says top, T-O-P, so that's the top of the air filter as you go in, which latches down when it's locked in place. So the next thing I've got to do is I want to reuse my what would you call this? This is an O-ring of sorts. It's not really an O-ring, it's just a foam, I guess it is a foam O-ring. This needs to be stuck down onto here. So you've got the choice of using some contact adhesive. You could use a little paintbrush and paint some contact adhesive around here and then around the underside of your ring and then just press it down. Alright, so you should wait probably, 10 minutes until this is tacky basically, or dry to the touch. If it just feels slightly tacky, it's good, it's going to hold. So same on both sides, and then you are going to very carefully stick this down, doing your best to center it, and then press. Lovely jubbly. So while my contact adhesive is drying, let's have a little experiment to see if this stock air filter paper, well, it's not stock. Let's see if this paper canister will fit. It says 8182 CBX. I'm pretty sure the air boxes are the same on the 79 and the but we'll see. So this does not have the foam gasket around it. I haven't made one for this yet because I have one on my OEM filter, but it should drop in. Tight squeeze, yes, it does. And then this is the metal holding bracket that slides in down this channel here. So as it goes down and in, it should line up. There we go. Aftermarket filter in place, and it actually fits perfectly. So there's not even any wobble, a tiny bit of movement. So you do want a thin foam gasket between the canister and the side of your engine where the air inlet comes in. Other than that, it fits fine. So if you're worried, if you've got a 79 and you want to get one of these air filters, the 80, 81, 82, it'll fit just fine. You're just going to have to make your own gasket of sorts. So there you go. So remove, you just pull up that, get that out of the way, and then the filter itself will come out. So even though this is an oval shape and your hole, your plenum or plenum is circular, but it does cover it, but you will need a gasket. The filter gasket glued back in place. So now we can add the foam. Like I said, this is the Uni 43, and I'll have to check my eBay receipt, but I think I picked this one up for 17 bucks. So with tax and everything else, it was close to 20 bucks. Alright, so this will just slide on over the top. That is going to be a really, really tight fit. A really tight fit. Tighter than a camel's arse in a sandstorm. I don't know if there's some secret technique to getting this on. It should just slide on and over, but my God, this is tight. And I'm messing with the seal so much, the seal's peeling because I'm pulling on it so much. Goodness me. That is crazy tight. I don't know, the foam just doesn't stretch enough. I don't know if you can see that, but it's... I don't want to rip this thing, but... Alright, well, I'm going to peel this off. No, is it? It's not coming off. Some of it's coming off, it's not. Gosh darn it. It's never easy, is it? There's always something. I just don't want to tear the foam, because if I have to send it back... No, it is... Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, well... As you can see, I'm slowly getting it on. But I think I'm going to have to redo the gasket because of the effort involved. I will say this, the foam is strong. I'm just working it around. I think I'll just roll it back on itself maybe. I wonder if they sold me the wrong one, but it is going on. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, so I've got it over the lip now. It's all back to front, inside out. Well, as you can see, I am really struggling to get this bit of foam over this canister. And the thing is, it needs to be a really good fit and seal all the way around. You can't have any exposed openings, because the whole point of this is that the foam, once it's coated, will trap any particulates, any and all particulates in the air. So you've got to get this foam down into this lip all the way around, top and bottom, which is proving to be an interesting experience. I mean, it's just taking a bit of effort. It is going in. Sorry, bumped the camera. Bloody hell, that's really... I would imagine it was going to be easier than that, but... Alright, I guess this is working. I really didn't think it was going to go, but it is, and the foam is strong. Hasn't torn. And I'm trying to... Alright, so that's the top lip done. We're going to work our way around the bottom lip and just make sure the foam is tucked in. I'm kind of pulling in both directions with my thumbs like that to get the foam to go all the way around. Yeah, well, there you go. My gasket's come loose in one little spot, so I'm going to have to add some more contact adhesive underneath here to get that to stick. It's good everywhere else, but I guess I didn't leave it to dry quite enough. 15-20 minutes for the contact adhesive, but there you go. A battle to get this bugger onto here. Don't be afraid to really pull on this. I mean, I was about as hard and firm as I could be without tearing it, but it didn't tear, so it is good strong foam. And when I ordered this, when I spoke to the guy at the store, he was like, oh yeah, these are the ones you want. I was like, okay. But if it was just, I don't know, half an inch bigger in its dimensions, it would have been a lot easier to get on. Alright, so I'm going to add some more contact adhesive to get this rubber gasket to stick down, and then we can put this on the bike. Now I will say this one's a hell of a lot easier to put in than adding new foam to this. but you know, reusable, cleanable, and OEM, original, or aftermarket. I have no idea if they make any difference whatsoever. The only way to actually check to see which air filter gives you better performance on the bike would be to dyno tune the bike with the different filters in place and to see if the horsepower changes based on this. But you know, this is what came on the bike, so this is what I'm going to put back on it. Okie dokie, so here are your two choices all ready to go. The original canister filter with a new uni foam cover, which was a bear to install, as you just saw, with the original soft, squishy foam, it's rubber coated gasket to go against the side of the engine, or the drop-in aftermarket paper canister, and I did a homemade foam gasket, a nice fat one, which will compress to a nice tight squeeze when that is pushed into the air filter bay. So you got your choice basically. I can either oil this one up with my oil kit and oil the foam, or drop this one in, see what I feel like doing. I'm thinking I just might drop this one in just because it's easy and the bike's probably going to be coming apart and I just need a filter in place to start the bike up for the first time. So I'll probably just use this paper one rather than going through the effort of oiling this one up and putting it in. I don't know, I'll see how I feel. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope that answers your questions about air filters for CBXs, whether you've got the original canister or a drop-in aftermarket. Thanks for watching. As always, stay safe out there on two wheels. Take it easy, guys.